Hi friends, Miki here with your singing tip of the week. Today's video is going to be all about vowel modification, and to illustrate this concept, we're going to be rewriting the lyrics to Shawn Mendes' song, Mahcy, because I like it. So what is vowel modification and why do we use it? Vowel modification is when we slightly alter a vowel in a word in order to make it easier to sing on a certain pitch. Vowel substitution is a more extreme version where we sub out one vowel for a completely different vowel. Certain vowels are more narrow than others. And generally speaking, as we go up in pitch, we want to keep our vowels as open and as wide as possible. We want to combat our natural tendency to narrow and constrict. When you get past your first bridge, we have a tendency to allow our larynx to rise and to allow everything to close off and get really small and narrow. And that's going to encourage screaming and straining. The more open and relaxed we can be, the lower our larynx will be, the more open our throat will be, and the more our voice will be able to project naturally as we get into our head voice. Now, as you get past your second bridge and you get into your really high voice, there is a tendency for vowels to spread or drift and widen. So when you get really, really high up, you may want to slightly narrow your vowels. But generally speaking, as we go higher, we want to head in the direction of openness. A certain amount of vowel modification occurs passively without you even thinking about it. So if you're singing a scale ascending on a very narrow vowel like E, you're going to have a natural tendency to open slightly as you get higher. So if I'm singing on E, I'm going to naturally open into more of an I sound as I get higher up to make it easier to sing. I can fight that natural tendency and maintain a pure vowel, It's just going to make it a little bit more difficult to hit those pitches. So at some point along the way, some singing instructor examined and compiled these natural tendencies into a set of rules so that you can consciously modify your vowels. Some singing instructors will advise singers to modify their vowels whenever possible. I do not agree with this. I think that you should only use vowel modification sparingly and when it's necessary to help you not to strain. The reason that vowel modification works is because of cognitive dissonance. When you're singing, a listener expects to hear certain words, and their ear will correct slightly any vowel modification and tell their brain that you're singing the pure vowel. It's the same thing that happens when you look at a sentence and the first and last letters of each word are correct, but the internal letters are scrambled. You'll still be able to read the sentence because your brain will be filling in the gaps. This is true up to a certain point, but once you scramble it beyond recognition, your brain can't correct. So you're going to start hearing some weird things if you're using extreme vowel modifications all over the place. In my opinion, singing should sound as close to speaking set to a melody as possible. And when you're speaking, you're using pure vowels. So we should only use vowel modification where it's absolutely necessary. Now, of course, singers come from all across the globe with different countries of origin and mother tongues and accents. And there are singers that even choose to affect an accent or pronounce words in a certain way for stylistic reasons. Really good examples of this are Sia, who has some very weird pronunciations that obviously work for her, and someone like Billie Eilish, who sings in a really kind of lazy way. So I'm not saying that everybody has to pronounce words the exact same way or that you have to iron out all of your individuality, but you don't want to be singing in a way that's unnatural to you. So I'll explain the rules of vowel modification to you now, and then we're going to apply it in a song, because it's kind of like learning a foreign language. You can memorize the chart, but you're not really going to internalize it until you get practice using it in a real life context. I've created a chart for you here illustrating the narrowest vowels on this side and heading in the direction of getting wider up until our widest or most open vowels. U and E are our narrowest vowels. And you can modify U, as in food, to O. And then O to as in book, to and to as in mob. If you start with E, you can modify to I, and then to and then to as in shack. Now you never want to modify more than 1 degree on the scale. So if I'm starting at book, I might modify to buck, but I wouldn't go all the way to back because that's going to sound really strange and stick out to the listener's ear. Now the other rule is for diphthongs, which is basically like a compound vowel. So if you're saying a word like I, you're really hearing I. And what you want to do in that case is you want to stretch out the first vowel sound for as long as possible as you're singing it, and then tuck the other vowel sound in quickly at the end. So you would sing on I, and then you would quickly tuck in that E at the end. When you have a double consonant in a word, like heart, RT, you can drop the first consonant. So you might modify to hot rather than heart. So that's vowel modification in a nutshell. That's such a weird expression. If you don't want to memorize these rules, I have 2 shortcuts for you. Number 1 is to just try to generally sing in a very open way. So if you keep everything really open as if you're surprised or you're taking a yawny breath, that's going to allow you to naturally widen your vowels. Another thing to think about is if you're an American singer, you can try adding a little bit of a British accent when you sing, and that's going to keep everything a little bit more open. So I'm going to sing the lyrics with pure vowels first, and then with modified vowels line by line, and I'm going to show you the phonetic transliteration along the bottom of the screen. I'm also going to, in the description of this video, include the original lyrics and the transliteration because I know that some of this takes a little while to get the hang of, and that way you'll be able to go back and refer to it again. So let's jump right in. The first line of this song is, "You've got a hold on me." So if I'm singing this with pure vowels, I'm going to sing it exactly like I would read it. You've got a hold on me. Now a modified vowel version would be, you've got a hode on me. You've got a hode on me. The next line is, don't even know your power. So that's going to become, don't even know your powuh. Don't even know your powuh. As you can see, when it's used in context, it doesn't sound weird. So that insanely loud noise that you're hearing right now is that snuffleupagus truck that comes along with a big tube and sucks up the mountains of leaves. And they're right outside my studio right now. Thanks a lot, Tenafly Department of Public Works. The next line is, I stand 100 feet. So that's going to become, I stad 100 feet. I stand 100 feet. And then, but I fall when I'm around you becomes, but I fall when I'm arounja. But I fall when I'm arounja. Show me an open door. And that's going to become, show me an opan door. Show me an open door. Then you go and slam it on me is going to become, then ya go and slam it on me. Then ya go and slam it on me. I can't take any more. I can't take any more is going to become I can't take animah. I can't take any more. I'm saying baby, I'm saying baby is going to become I'm saying babeh. I'm saying baby. So the chorus goes up pretty high, and this is actually where you would want to be using more of these vowel modifications rather than in the verse, which is pretty low. So the first line is, please have mercy on me. Please have mercy on me is pretty hard to sing because of the narrow E vowels. So you change it to plis have mahcy on me. Please have mercy on me. Then take it easy on my heart is going to become te et ihsay on my hot, like I'm getting hot. Take it easy on my heart, even though you don't mean to hurt me, becomes even though you don't mean to hurt me. Even though you don't mean to hurt me, you keep tearing me apart, becomes you keep tearing me apaht. You keep tearing me apart. And then, would you please have mercy, mercy on my heart, becomes would you please have mercy, mercy on my heart. Would you please have mercy on me, mercy, mercy on my heart. And then the second verse goes, I drive through the night, becomes I'd drive through the night. I drive through the night. Then just to be near you, baby, becomes just to be near you, baby. Just to be near you, baby. Heart open, testify is going to become heart open, testify. And then tell me that I'm not crazy. Tell me that I'm not crazy. Heart open, testify. Tell me that I'm not crazy. And then I'm not asking for a lot is going to become I'm not asking for a lot. I'm not asking for a lot. Just that you're honest with me becomes just that you're honest with me. Just that you're honest with me. My pride is all I've got becomes my pride is all I got. My pride is all I got. I'm saying baby becomes I'm saying baby. I'm saying baby. And then the chorus is the same except for I'm a puppet on your strings. So I'm a puppet on your strings becomes I'm a puppet on your string. I'm a puppet on your string. And even though you've got good intentions becomes ihven though you got good attention. And even though you got good attention, I need you to set me free becomes I need you to set me free. I need you to set me free. And then it repeats. Again, would you please have mercy, mercy on my heart? And then we get to the bridge. So the bridge lyrics go, consuming all the air inside my lungs. That becomes consuming all the air inside my lungs. Consuming all the air inside my lungs. Ripping all the skin from off my bones becomes ripping all the skin from off my buns. You're ripping all the skin from off my buns. Ripping all the skin from off my bones. I'm prepared to sacrifice my life becomes I'm prepared to sacrifice my life. I'm prepared to sacrifice my life. I would gladly do it twice becomes I would gladly do it twice. I would gladly do it twice. And then it goes up the octave and does the same thing. So there you have it. That's Mahcy by Shawn Mendes, transliterated into modified vowel version. Hopefully seeing these rules in action was good practice for you. If you'd like to see me do another one of these transliteration videos, you can drop me a song suggestion in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you back here next week for another singing tip. Until then, happy singing.